Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of the Confidence on Camera 5-day challenge. I apparently was having a bad brain day when I scheduled this because I apparently scheduled for all different times, 2 and 6 and whatever. But hopefully, I know most of you signed up for the emails. The emails all say 1 o'clock. So that's where we are and when we are. And here we are. So welcome. Glad to have you here on our 5th day. This whole thing has been a bit of an experiment for me. I've never done a 5-day challenge before. I have spoken on camera a couple times, but in terms of this delivery platform, it's been really interesting. I do appreciate all of our supporters who have helped to bring people in, and I will be scheduling a follow-up event now that I have all the bugs worked out, where I'll bring in partners and will promote me and promote the event and get us a whole bunch more people engaged, and it'll be super awesome. So the challenge, the exercise for the 5th day, what I was hoping is we'd have some people live who would be in the comments contributing some ideas. If we don't have people live in the comments, then I'll just tell you how we do it, and I won't demonstrate it for you because, well, I can't if I don't have people doing the exercise. Maybe I will. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to share with you what the exercise is, and hopefully we'll have some folks in the comments who can give me some prompts, because I'm going to make a speech right here in front of you live on the spot. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows the guy. You probably know me because probably you've been watching for a few days, but if you're wandering in for the first time, I'm Michael Whitehouse, and you can learn all about me at megaconnector.com. That's my website. Technically, it's a forward to my website, but you get the idea. And today we're going to talk about how to rapidly produce a speech in a few minutes. So sometimes you may be called upon to get on stage quick. Someone will say, hey, one of our speakers isn't here for the summit, our 3 o'clock speaker. It's 2:30. Our 3 o'clock speaker is not here. You want to jump up? It's a 15-minute slot, and you can share what you do or speak about this or whatever it might be. And if you can do what I'm going to teach you to do, you can say, sure, give me 5 minutes. I just need to prep. And if you can't, then you might miss that opportunity. If you would say, oh, no, I don't have anything prepared, I can't get up there, then it's simply not going to work. You're going to miss out. So I'm going to teach you the basic structure you can use to put together a Toastmasters length speech. That's standard Toastmasters speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And with this structure, should someone give you a speaking opportunity, you can say, yeah, hold on a second. Let me just run to the bathroom quick, and I'll be right back, and I can speak. And in that time, you can prepare a speech. Ready? Okay. And again, if anyone's live, it would be great. Just post something in the comments. Let me know you're here, because if I've got some people live who can give me some prompts, I will create a speech about whatever you want to talk about right here on the fly to demonstrate this process. And if not, well, I won't do it. So hopefully you're watching live. So here is the process. Are you ready? So we're using basically something similar to the 5-paragraph essay that you may have learned in high school. If you haven't, a 5-paragraph essay is introduction, supporting point 1, supporting point 2, supporting point 3, and conclusion. 5 paragraphs. Introduction, 3 supporting pieces of evidence, and conclusion. Conclusion, that's 5. And that's basically the concept. So there's 2 things you definitely need to have fully prepared when you're writing a speech, and that is your first line and your last line. First line is going to get people attention so that they're going to actually listen to you. And the last line is what they're going to remember. This is pretty crucial. So your first line, this is what you want to memorize. First sentence could be a sentence, 2 sentences, is things going to get people's attention. So when I am preparing a speech, I will make sure I have my first line ready. If I'm doing a TikTok, I will have my first sentence fixed in my head. Something like TikTok is even more vital because you've only got 6 seconds, 3 seconds to get their attention. So if you're opening a TikTok with, hey guys, how you doing? Great to see you again. I'm so glad to be gone. No one's watching that. They have scrolled past it before you even finish clearing your throat. You need to open right off the bat with something that grabs their attention. Like I did one this morning in which I opened with, I cannot motivate you. unless you're already passionate, right? The first thing they hear is me saying, I cannot motivate you. What do you mean you can't motivate me? What's wrong? What's wrong with me? Are you not a motivator? Am I not motivatable? What are we talking about here? It grabs their attention. It's something that pulls them in. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to set up your whole speech, but just to grab their attention and point them in the right direction. So it could be something shocking. It could be something interesting. It could be something that engages curiosity. It could be something counterintuitive. If you're talking about parenting and you open up with a line like, most 8-year-olds are smarter than most adults. What do you mean by that? You've got about a minute or two of my attention to figure out what the heck are you talking about. I'm now curious. So you want to have that opening line. And then the next 3 things you want to establish are, what are your supporting pieces of evidence? What are you going to be talking about? How are you going to back up what you're going to say? So you have that thesis. And let's say, so if there is anyone watching live who would like to put something in the comments, give me a thesis. Give me an argument to support in a speech, and I will build a speech around that. Otherwise, I got to make something up myself, and that seems like work. So give me a thesis to work from in the comments, please, so I can use it as a solid example and not have to just make something up. Anyone? Bueller? No? Okay. All right. I guess we're just speaking to the recorded audience. Fine. Okay. Let's go with the topic of parenting. Yeah, that'll work. I did get a comment. How can a newbie rocket video? Okay. So I need to turn to a statement. So the question that prompted this is, how can a newbie rocket video? And I'm going to flip that to even a newbie can rock at video topic. So our topic is going to be even a newbie can rock at video. So I need to come up with an opening line, 3 supporting pieces of evidence, and then a conclusion. So opening line for that could be, my audience, presumably people who are newbies. I want to grab their attention, unless I'm talking about newbies, in which case, so the question, what is my objective? Who's my audience? All that kind of stuff you need to know. Because if I'm trying to convince newbies that they can rock at video, then that's going to be different than if I'm trying to convince event planners that they should hire more newbies, right? Different argument. But let's say we're talking to newbies and trying to convince them that they can rock on video. That seems pretty appropriate here. So thank you, Miranda, for sharing that one. So I need an opening line that's going to grab that attention. So I'm going to say something that they might not expect, such as, let's see, and actually something along those lines. Let's see another message here. So let's say, even if you've never spoken before, you could still wow your audience. All right. So this would be the opening line. Even if you've never spoken before, you could still wow your audience. Now, if you're a newbie, you're going to hear that, and you're going to be like, wait, what? I've never spoken. How can I wow my audience? I don't know what I'm doing. It's crazy. And question, is the opening line a question or statement? Or does it matter? It could be either. It could be a statement. It could be a question. Questions tend to grab people's attention, pull them in. They want an answer to it. But statements could be as well. So, I could flip this around to be slightly different, such as, I could have set up with, can a newbie rock a video? No, I don't like that now. I say it out loud. Or say, can a newbie create, great question not coming to mind. So I'm going to stick with this one. But the point is, you can start with a question and pull their attention in. and that will give you direction to go. I'm going with this one because I already came up with it, and I'm not saying it's easy to do this on the fly. I'm just saying it can be done. So I'm not going to make it any harder for myself than I need to be. I'm just going to roll with this, but you can absolutely use a question because once you ask a question, it plants the answer in the listener's mind, or it makes them want to know the answer. So that can certainly grab their attention, but both can work. And again, we're talking about getting enough of a speech together so you can throw it together and use it versus not having anything to say at all. I'm not necessarily saying that in 3 minutes you're going to create a brilliant speech that will change minds and raise armies and bring about the revolution and whatever else. I'm saying you'll have enough of a speech so you don't lose the opportunity to get on that stage that you've just been offered all of a sudden. So this is going to be opening. So even though I've spoken before, you can still wow your audience. And now I need 3 supporting points. So 3 supporting points that would back this one up. So the first thing a newbie has, if they don't have presentation skill, is they would have a story. So point 1 is everyone has a story. Okay. Point 2 is that you can embrace your newness. Be good. So I'll go with that one. Embrace your newness, which I'll explain during the talk. And point 3 would be, let's see, everyone has a story, embrace your newness, and get the audience on your side. And then, need to show that to you. Get the audience on your side. That's going to be point 3. And then I see the concluding statement that's going to wrap it up. This will be the last thing I'm going to say that's going to land and stick in their mind. See, so even if you have never spoken before, telling your story with confidence and sincerity, you too can wow your audience. All right, so this is going to be our wrap-up line here. So, all right. So, remember, about 10 minutes ago, I did not have a topic. Miranda gave me a topic. I have now put these elements together, and now I am going to give you that speech in 5 minutes, 7 minutes or less, probably less than 5 minutes, on a topic that I did not have 10 minutes ago. So, you want to see me do it? Anyone want to see me do it? I'm assuming that you watching the recording are like, yes, Michael, do it. I'm just hearing that in my ears. And, oh, yeah, there we go. Miranda says yes. You can't see your comments because she's actually in the studio. So she's sending it through the private chat in case you're wondering why they're not on the screen. Trust me, Miranda is really here. It's true. All right. So, ready? Here we go. Can a newbie really rock a video? That's our topic. Even if you've never spoken before, you could still wow an audience. A lot of people who are new, they think I'm not ready. I don't have enough experience. I haven't practiced enough. I can't impress an audience. I need to stay off to the side, stay quiet until I'm ready to come on stage. I'm telling you right now that even as a newbie, you are ready to wow an audience right now if given the opportunity, and you should take that opportunity. Why? Well, 3 reasons. First, everyone has a story. Second, if you embrace the fact that you are new and don't try to run from it, you can use that as an asset. And third, if you get the audience on your side, they will support you and help create a positive experience altogether. What do I mean? Everyone has a story. You've got a story. I've got a story. If you have lived your life, you've got a story. If you have not been in an underground bunker for the last 40 years, you got a story. And in fact, if you've lived in an underground bunker isolated from civilization, you got a story there too. Either way, you've got a story. So the first question when you're talking or speaking is, what am I going to talk about? Share your story. You probably know it really well. It's your story. But now you're thinking, yeah, but they're going to see that I'm new and then I'm awkward. I got the ums and the ahs and I got to pause to think and I'm not sure what to say. Embrace that newness. Embrace the fact that you are new. Let them know. Get up on stage and say, I've got a story I want to share with you. I have never spoken in front of an audience before. So I hope that you will join me in this journey and support me in my first speaking journey. Which brings the third point, get the audience on your side. By sharing your journey with them, in sharing your story, they're going to be sympathetic. If you get up there and you're like, well, I've spoken quite a few times and I am actually an amazing and incredibly handsome speaker, then your audience is immediately thinking, no, you're not. Prove it. You've got something to back up. If you get up there and you say, I'm kind of shy and I don't really know what I'm doing and I'm pretty awkward and I don't know how this is going to go, your audience says, it'll be fine. It won't be bad. Prove it. Audiences tend to be a little bit contrary. People want to hear, they want you to prove what you're saying. So when you get up there and you say, I'm new, I don't know how this is going to go, they doubt that. If you say amazing, they doubt that. Leverage that doubt. And most people are good people. Most people don't want to watch you fail on stage. So if they know you're new, they're on your side. They're pulling for you. You brought them onto your team. Get them on your side. If you flub, embrace it. If you make a mistake, embrace it. Your mind goes blank, which mine does all the time. Say that. If your mind goes blank, can't think what the next thing to say is. Say, remember how I said I was new? My mind just went blank. I'm super nervous. Give me a second. Guaranteed the audience will applaud right at that moment. Because they feel that with you. And they're thinking, if I was on that stage and I was stuck, I'd want some support. And half the audience thinking, I want to go up and just give that person a hug. So they're gonna applaud. They're gonna give you that support, keep you going. And by the end of it, the fact that you went through that experience, they're gonna support it. They're gonna feel passionate. They're gonna feel like, I wish I was that brave. I wish I was like that person. That story is amazing. They lived a story with you in addition to hearing a story with you. The point is, don't be afraid to go up on stage. Don't be afraid to be new. Don't be afraid to bring in that audience, even if you have never spoken before. By telling your story with confidence and sincerity, you too can wow your audience. I believe that was 4 minutes. Made it up on the spot. Probably wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. If someone had just offered me a stage opportunity, if someone had just said, hey, you want to hop on this summit, then that would have been sufficient to make that time valuable. By following this simple 5-step process, you can do this. And of course, you can stretch it out. You can always use more words than less. I was trying to make the point, so I didn't need to use more words. They said, hey, we got a 15-minute spot. Could you fill it? Same structure. Just riff. I call this the tent pole concept because you have the start, and you have a tent pole and a tent pole and a tent pole in the end. So as long as you know where the tent poles are, you can just kind of riff. Everyone has a story, and then I might give an example of a story, one of my stories, or tell a story or whatever. And then as I start to say, okay, I don't have anything else to talk about here. All right, 2, embrace your newness. And then go on into that and riff on that for the allotted amount of time. I do recommend that you have a timer handy. Whenever I give a Toastmaster speech, I bring my phone up, set the timer, put it down. And that way I have the timer. On a more professional stage, you will often have a timer actually facing you right there on the stage because they like to have people stay on time. If you're an event planner and you can put a timer in front of your speakers, it's a great idea because if I know I've got 5 minutes left, 2 minutes, 1 minute, I can be working it down into that. Versus if I just get a 1 minute warning on a 30-minute speech, I'm like, now I've got to drop 2 segments and wind things up. So give them that control. But if you can take the control yourself, I never trust someone else to give me good timing. So if there's any way I can have my own timer, I'm going to bring my own timer because then I can know how much time I have and know, okay, I need to fill 4 more minutes here. I got to fill 1 more minute. That's going to come with practice. If you're still terrified to get on stage, then don't worry about trying to fill extra time or anything like that. That's again, what the previous 4 exercises are for. Doing the reps, getting the experience, doing the practice, getting comfortable. So that is the idea that we have there. All right, question we had was, did you have your 3 points planned out on this example, or did you write them down when you came up with your intro? So answer that, I didn't know what this topic was when I started. I literally came up with this talk right here in front of you based on what Miranda gave me. Miranda's here in the live studio. Excuse me. here in the live studio. So this was entirely on the fly. I came up with all of that as we're going live. So I was trying to, as much as possible, show you the process of doing it, and that it can be done fairly quickly. So that is the answer to that. So we've been on for, this is the longest one we've done. We're 20 minutes in. I better cut to the chase. So cutting to the chase. I am going to, for the ultimate time, share with you what the follow-on from this is. So you may look at this and say, this has been great. Thank you, Michael. It's been awesome. I'll rewatch the recordings for the week that they're available and what have you. Or you may be saying, how could I get more of this? How could I get more support? How can I get some additional guidance and accountability? And that is where the Rock the Camera Club comes in. That is the program that you can join to work with me ongoing and learn even more, do even more exercises. Rock the Camera Club is a weekly coaching, accountability, and training call, 1 hour a week with me and your fellow students, as well as the Rock the Camera community, which is a Facebook group when we set it up, once we have the students together. And so you'll have a place to share with them, to post your videos, to get feedback, to practice whatever it is you might need to do. So if you found this valuable and say, I want more of this, I want to dive in more, this is what you need. This is basically taking the challenge and going to the nth degree with it. And this program is $97 a month. There's a discount you get if you sign up today off your first month. But there's also a bonus, because the Rock the Camera Club also includes the Entrepreneur Mentor Community. This is basically a VIP version of an Entrepreneur Mentor Community membership. So in there, not just about speaking, you get so much more. First, you get the lightning coaching sessions. Every week, you get a group coaching call with me. And I'd say lightning coaching is like laser coaching, but less focused. So you come in, you bring whatever challenge or question you have. And between what I know and my network, mostly my network, although I do know a lot, I've got either an answer, an introduction, or direction for pretty much anything you can give me. Seriously, try me. I've got an answer, an introduction, or a direction, someplace to do the research to get started for nearly anything you might bring me, because the downside is I don't focus deep on much. The upside is by not focusing deep, I've gone really broad. So that can be a powerful resource right there. Then we have the Entrepreneur Launch Parties. It's not just about me. We've got 57 mentors in the Entrepreneur Mentor community. We bring together a good sampling of them every month to do hot seat coaching for you, as well as celebrating your wins and networking and some other good stuff. We also got the content library. These are the recordings from all the summits that I run, or most of the summits I run, plus content from our mentors and the courses they teach, plus the Plan 3 months in 2 hours workshop. This thing behind me, it's an entire 3 months planned out. Took me 2 hours to do, because I do believe in leveraging time, and you will get that included, plus of other courses and workshops. I do at least one course or workshop, a class or workshop every month, and many of our mentors do as well. They are $97 if you buy them a la carte, but they're included in the membership. So those numbers there, these are the value if you were to pay for these things separately. If I was to price them separately, about $697 of value every month. But I only charge $97. I already said that, so it's not really a big reveal. But I'm only charging $97 every month. And if you sign up today or tomorrow, I think tomorrow's when the coupon expires. If you sign up today or tomorrow, you will get $10 off your first month by using this link, which is right there. And I do need to put it in the description, so I'll put it there. It'll be there momentarily. Or actually, no, I can drop it in the chat in a moment, in the comments. But you can use that link right there, and that's it. So you have until tomorrow to sign up and get the $10 off. Or if you sign up Sunday, $10. You don't get the $10 off. But $10 for doing something a day earlier, pretty good ROI. So use that link, join us. If you do choose to join us, I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday so we can get started and going deeper into your training and taking you to the next level and doing some great things. Speaking is freaking awesome once you get comfortable with it, and I hope to have you join me. And if you don't want to join, that's okay too. I hope you got a lot out of this. Do keep sharing your videos in the Entrepreneur Resource community. And if you do take, if you do follow this exercise and put something together, again, feel free to post that video right in the entrepreneur resource community so we can all cheer you on and see your good work. And stick around because we have plenty of good stuff coming. Lots of other classes and courses and cool stuff from our mentors and whatnot. But you really should join the Rock the Camera Club because this is the thing people have been asking for a long time, and I hope you're going to get a lot out of it. As I said, I'm not teaching diction and elocution. I'm teaching confidence, and confidence means when your diction and elocution fails you, you don't worry about it. Thanks for watching. Thank you all who've been here for the entire week and stuck around. Thank you for watching, who are watching on the replays, for joining us. And if you have friends you want to share this with, keep paying attention to the Entrepreneur Resource Community because I will share the dates when we're running the Confidence on Camera Challenge again, so you can bring all your friends. So, or you can just bring them back and have them watch these recordings right now because they'll be up for the next week and they can just hop in that way also. So there we go. Thanks for being a part of this. Thanks for making this awesome. This has been a great experiment. You guys are fun. You guys watching the recordings are fun. You guys live are fun. You guys not watching are fun, but you don't hear my voice. Thank you all.